Well, hello everyone. Welcome back for more Final Fantasy XI. We are about to flag Mission 9-2, where two paths converge for Bastok. Upon completion of this mission, we will receive rank 10 and some other things as well. So let's go ahead and get this flagged. Missions currently available are as follows, where two paths converge. Recently, an adventurer who was sent to investigate the Northlands has been attacked. According to a report, the attacker resembled the Dark Knight Zeid. The strange thing is that the attacker passed a letter to the adventurer before letting her go. Now this letter's content is causing quite a commotion in the President's office. You have been asked to report directly to President Karst for further details. Zeid, huh? Okay, I'm interested. Let's find out what the hell's going on. We've been waiting for you, Mrpierso. Some unbelievable events have taken place recently. It seems as if the Dark Knight Zeid attacked one of our adventurers in the Northlands and forced her to deliver a letter addressed to Captain Volker. Even more unbelievable is the content of that letter. But enough talking. We should enter the President's office now. What is the meaning of this? Give me one good reason why you were compelled to hide the truth about what my uncle did over 30 years ago. Oh gosh, Volker knows about that. Volker, we weren't trying to hide it from you. Wait, you knew about this too? Knew about, well, you see. Oh, and the next thing you'll tell me is that Mrpierso knew about all this as well. May have found out while hunting Magicite, you know. So the only person who didn't know anything about it was the one with the cursed blood running through his veins. Me. Oh, here we go. Flashback again. Is that all you've got, Raugrim? Ulrich, why? Why? Because I never liked you, that's why. You'll never get away with this, Ulrich. Watch me. Remember that cutscene all too well. Cornelia, what have I done? I didn't join the Musketeers because of my uncle, but that didn't stop the rumors. The rumors that it was my uncle's influence that got me my position. And so I was promoted to Mithril Musketeer and then to Captain. And what was waiting for me when I finally reached the top? The truth about my uncle and its cover-up. Who am I supposed to believe now? Are you done whining, Captain? What? The only reason we did not inform you of what happened 30 years ago is because we thought you would react like this. And look at yourself, exactly what we expected. Or maybe you want us to sit with you and cry over your cursed destiny. You want us to comfort you and tell you what happened 30 years ago has nothing to do with the present? Will that make you feel better? It seems that I have overestimated your ability as Captain Volker. Karst, that wasn't necessary. You are no longer of any worth to Bastok. Iron Eater will take your place until we appoint a new captain. Now leave this office. Oh, that is harsh, dude. Come on. President Karst. And while you're gone, why don't you try finding Zeid and bringing him back to Bastok? He'd be a lot more useful around here than you. Oh, this is a test. This is totally a test. Understood. I will obey your orders. That's some tough love, I think. It's all my fault. I should have told him a long time ago. If he couldn't handle that, then he certainly cannot handle the position of captain. Mrpierso, you heard what was just transpired here. I have a feeling that Zeid's letter was just a ploy to get Volker to meet him. However, by the looks of him, I'm not positive that Volker is ready to meet Zeid's challenge. But we cannot wait for Volker to come to terms with the truth that lies before him. That's why I'm asking you to go capture the Dark Knight and bring him here. Whether I make him Volker's replacement or throw him in jail is up to me. President Karst, you cannot do this. Think of what both have done for this country. That's right, Karst. You're not the type to let your feelings control your actions. I've given my orders, and I'm not repeating myself. Zeid has much popularity among our soldiers' ranks. And that is why I cannot allow this investigation to be headed up by the Musketeers. Mrpierso, you were successful in defeating the Shadow Lord. I'm entrusting this task to you. Now be off with you. Your destination is Castle Zaval. Alright. I'm guessing for this fight we're heading back to the throne room. So let's take the home point crystal and we will head to Castle Zaval. I'm really curious to know what has driven Zeid to act out like this. I don't know if they'll acknowledge anything that's happened in the actual Zillart missions, where we just recently lost Lion, or something else. Maybe it's to do with the Galka's history. I don't know. I guess there's only one way to find out. Okay, where two paths converge. Zeid. So, Volker is not with you. No matter how many of the kindred are slain, the darkness that engulfs Bastok will remain until the past that haunts him is vanquished. The enemy lies within me. Raugrim stood up to rid himself of what plagued him. Now it is time for Volker to do the same. Take up your weapon. I will not let Raugrim's death be in vain. Where there is light, there is pain for Bastok. And now one of us must journey to the dark to wake those that still dwell in the light. Let the sound of our blades ring forth to Gustaberg, and to Volker's ears. You need not hold back. I am prepared to face whatever may come. Huh. Alright. So looking at this fight, uses greatsword skills, ranged attack called Abyssal Strike, which has an additional effect of stun. Can also use a fairly potent drain skill called Abyssal Drain. Cast various absorb spells, uses Blood Weapon. Apparently has TP regain. Summons 2 Shadows of Rage to assist him. Resummons them later. They're defeated. Okay, so we'll definitely want some support for this fight. I'm only level 80. He's level 78, according to the guide. So let's summon a little bit of support here. Alright, we'll give her a go with just these two with me. So when these Shadows of Rage show up, they can do quite a bit of damage, so it's ideal to take them out, but he will resummon them. I'm going to go ahead and pop some food, too. And Kupipi, we'll trust Kupipi to put up some buffs. Alright, let's give it a go. See what you got, Zeid. Okay. Shield Bash. I'm going to put up Majesty. Let's go Sentinel. Divine Emblem. Let's start this off with a Holy Spell and a good Enmity boost. Well, so far so good. Rampart and Defender. Let's get Reprisal up. Trying to be better about actually remembering to use Reprisal. Okay. Well, so far so good. And he is using a great sword, so he's not going to be swinging too quickly, I hope. So it might be easier for me to actually get spells off. Zeid, I hope you have a good explanation for why you're acting this way, man. Okay. Oh! I just used Swift Blade. Oh, it looks like we're getting a cutscene. Is this the extent of your power? Why do you hesitate? 'Cause you're my brother, man. This will not appease. Oh, look who showed up. Volker, I apologize for making you wait. Wait. I've waited 20 years. I want some answers, Zeid. Why are you doing this? I second that. Why do you have to play these games? If you want my position so badly, why don't you just come back to Bastok and take it? It's yours. I will answer your question with another. What has brought you here, Volker? How dare you? You vehemently deny that your success has been a result of your uncle's deeds. However, when you learn of the crime he has committed, you are at a loss for words. What? Do not mock me. Do you not realize? You are just another page in the bloody history of the Tailkeeper. You. How can you know the pain that I feel? And if you cannot find within that pain the answers you seek, then learn from my blade the true meaning of your pitiful existence. If it is our destiny, then so be it. From this point 20 years ago, our lives took different paths, and this is where those paths are to end. Okay, so for this part of the fight, we have to keep Volker alive. So Volker will rush in and attack if we take too long, so I'm going to go in and establish hate. Okay. There we go. And it looks like he's still at the same health he was at before. There's those shadows. Oh, yeah, they're just like... Wow. They are just spitting images of Zeid. Divine Emblem. Let's blast one with Holy. He gone. Alright. Throw up a little Banishka here if I can get one off. Love that Ice Spikes shield. Oh gosh. Was I just stunned? Okay. Majesty. And Fablonix is just lobbing bombs. Oh, I love that little goblin. Oh yeah, we got this. Want to play with weapon skills? Here's one of mine. Oh, and we're back to these shadows again. You know, honestly, Zeid's pretty low on health. I think we can just eat the damage. I might regret that, but I think we'll be okay. Okay. Defender back up. Oh, and he's skill chaining with the shadows, too. Cure 4. There we go. Oh, if we got a shield bash KO, that would have been awesome. Let's go for a banish 1 KO. Oh, Volker defeated Zeid. Well, I guess that's fitting. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Ugh. Zeid, you have become quite a warrior, Volker. It is only because this adventurer was with me. Alone, I could not have defeated you. Yeah, probably not. You finally see, you do not need to fight alone. Others will always be there, too. Zeid, 20 years ago, when my blade met that of the Shadow Lord, I felt his anguish. That anguish forced me into the shadows. However, there I did not find what I sought. It was only then that I realized the answer lay in the light. Well, it is my destiny to remain trapped in the darkness of my soul. Yours is not. Your place is out in the light. And that is why Bastok is better in your hands than mine. What are you saying? Don't you realize how many people out there are waiting for your return? They only await my return because they do not have faith in yours. Look behind you, Volker. Look at the worry on their faces. Listen to the story those faces tell. Oh, wow. Why are you... Captain, it's not fair. Why didn't you tell us you were coming? I would have given anything to go a few rounds with the legendary Dark Knight and get off door duty, finally. And you wonder why you are still a door boy. Our purpose is not to merely improve our skills as fighters, but to protect and ensure the happiness of the citizens of the Republic. We bring them hope. It is ironic, but it is our duty to create a society where people like Najee are forced to complain about having nothing to pummel. But if we only had something to pummel... The age of adventurers is an age without heroes, as well as an age where anyone can become one. An age such as this requires a strong leader to help the people overcome their troubling past. You are best suited for that position. But can I truly lead them? You are the only one who can. I will now return to the shadows. I look forward to seeing how our country prospers under its leaders. Sir, the Galka still await your... If I were to return now, I would destroy everything Gumba has attempted to build. The time for conflict between the Galka and the Humes is over. I ask you to support Gumba in his efforts in bringing our people together. Zeid, when I have fulfilled my duties, I wish another round with you. I accept your challenge, but on one condition, that you don't hold back like you did this time. I'm sorry you had to see that. I should head back to the President's office now. I have a lot of explaining to do. We will be waiting for you as well, Mrpierso. Welcome back from Castle Zaval. You may enter. Now that you're all here, I have just one question to ask. Why can't you Mithril Musketeers ever follow orders? I thought I told you to bring Zeid back here to Bastok. And because you couldn't complete a simple task, what am I left to do? Reinstate this failure of a soldier as captain? President Karst. I've heard enough. Leave my office. Find something suitable for the adventurer's reward. Do you think the president's mad because of us? Najee, are you even paying attention to what's going on? You've got it backwards, Najee. I haven't seen him this happy in ages. Haha, that man never could show his true feelings. I thought that we might be punished more severely. Oh, do not worry, sir. Knowing the president, I'm sure we'll be getting a pay cut or something of the like. A pay cut? Come on. I still have 16 more payments on my loan. Don't tell me you bought another sword. I don't know how to thank all of you. I can never be Zeid. I don't have the strength to carry the burdens that he does. However, I've come to realize that there are some things that only I can accomplish. While there are many truths that can be seen well within the boundaries of a nation, there are some things that can only be viewed once one has left their native soil. That is why adventurers such as yourself are of great importance to our country. This is your reward, Mrpierso, and with it I present to you our nation's highest honor, rank 10. I cannot begin to count the number of times I've thanked you for your services, but thank you. Aw yeah, rank 10. Some guys have all the luck. You get a reward. Me, I get a pay cut. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's a letter for you. Here, you'll know who it's from when you read it. Dear Mrpierso, do you really like Bastok? I hated my country. Cornelia? A country ruled by Gil. A country where people don't care about anyone but themselves. I tried to change it, but with each passing day, I came to think that maybe I really was powerless against the system. But recently I've met a lot of different people, and I've come to realize I'm not as powerless as I thought. That's why I've decided to listen to the voice of the people and ask them, do you really like Bastok? As a matter of fact, I've already started asking. Here's what they had to say. You sure do ask the strangest things, Cornelia. Well, I haven't had the easiest life here in Bastok, but I don't think I could have pursued my dream anywhere else. It may sound strange, but being in this country gives you the confidence to tell everybody, I'll show you. It is the country of opportunity. Hard work and perseverance. Of course, I am proud to say that I was born and raised in Bastok. Even though we are surrounded by mobs of desert, I can still get all the ingredients I need for my family's meals. I think that this can only come from the freedom that this nation is built on. Some may criticize the money-hungry ways of the merchants and adventurers, but without them, where would Bastok be today? My only trouble is trying to decide what to make for dinner. I'd say that is a fairly carefree life. Yeah, true that. What the hell kind of question is that? How could I like a country where humans have stepped on us Galka for hundreds of years? The bridge between our people cannot be built in a day, but if we do not try, the spirits of our ancestors can never rest. Everyone knows we must change our ways, but that is often easier said than done. Love, hate. Does it really matter? When people try to live their lives without taking the rules that have been laid down before them, there are bound to be some problems. I guess that's what you call responsibility, you know? That word wasn't used that much by the ancient Galka. Nobody really questioned the responsibility of the Tailkeeper, just as no one really questions the responsibility of the gods. If you're going to leave everything up to one person, responsibility is obsolete. However, if you try living in a community, now if you too would start taking some responsibility. Hey, you don't have to get that upset. If I had no feelings for this country, I'd probably still be refining my skills in Norg. But I feel it is my duty to protect this nation. It may sound simple, but it is what drives me. I just wanted a place where I could conduct my experiments without a permit. I never thought they'd make me so important. Heh heh. The only thing I need out of life is the opportunity to give something back to the people. Sure, I like Bastok. Where else could a guy like me become a musketeer? This is the land of opportunity. Now, if they would just cut back my hours and give me a raise, I could be the star of hope for all the little children in the nation. As long as the enemy lurks on the outside, the battle to defend this nation must continue. And as long as the battle continues, the work for officials such as myself will never end. I do not think we shall ever see a perfect Bastok, but that does not mean we should stop trying to build one. The day one can speak their true feelings for one's country is the day he realizes his true role there. With Sir Zeid away, I never stopped to think about what my role was. But now I've finally come to see what I must do, and I feel a step closer to being able to speak my true feelings for Bastok. What is that supposed to mean? Now stop asking foolish questions and get back to your room and study. I love this country from the bottom of my heart, sharing the pain and the joy. Denying pain and forcing it on another can only cause more pain, and joy will never be achieved. The pain that I have suffered is the pain of all the citizens of Bastok, and I will continue my struggle until that pain is turned to happiness. As for me, well, I don't know if I can answer yet, but I do know this. There's a lot more of this country I want to learn about. And maybe someday I can become somebody who will represent the people and bring change to Bastok. Maybe I'll even become... Wait, I'll leave that a secret. Just look at Captain Volker. Compared to his uncle, he's accomplished so much. If he could do it. I apologize for my rambling. I want to thank you again for all you have done. Fighting for our nation, defeating the Shadow Lord, your accomplishments have benefited Bastok so much. However, in addition, you have given us something more important. You've taught us about what we were lacking. I now know the importance of sharing our joy as well as our pain, and I will work hard to make sure I never forget. Until we meet again, Mrpierso. Cornelia. Very cool. So 100,000 gil, a Bastok and flag, which I'm assuming we can put up in our home. That's really cool. And I think we can buy some rank 10 items from the Signet Guard as well, too. So we should go check some of those out as well.